And oh, I forgot to turn up the camera. Hold on. I knew I forgot something. Wait, is Waffle on? Waffle is on. There we go. That's the connection sound, and there's the software. There we go. Yes. Hey, welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. There. Okay. Yes. Everything is on. Everything is working. I think. I hope. Never mind. Camera's not working. There. Why does it always ask afterwards if it needs? There. Okay. Yes. This is working. That is working. Is Waffle working? Not for YouTube, of course. Not for YouTube. Why would Waffle work for YouTube? Oop. There we go. Okay. Now I just need to reset my model again. There. Okay. This should be better. Today we're gonna go on with Slay the Princess. Yes. Last time we slayed the princess once, I think, a total. But we still died in the end. Oh no, then she came back as a wrath and took a body over, but we dropped ourselves in the void. And that was this time. We've had this conversation in the last, so destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life. But as you bury into the space, your body should be you feel nothing at all. One of many hands form reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Wait, did I not restart? Oh, wrong one. I'm ready to go back.
Here when it is time for us to meet again.
Wrong one. I'm still getting used to it all again. Wait, I got an achievement. A seething vessel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Accidentally destroy your own body. Yes. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
We've already been through this multiple times. Which way am I going to go for now?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Enter the basement without a knife. Yes.
The door to the...
Just
Don't
say
be a
hi.
stranger.
What about did you guys last time? I don't remember too well. I remember the one,
Okay.
this one, that we kind of were nice to her. What is your name?
Oh.
Did I ever ask your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
I would do princess.
Is princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. So, is your name Princess? Or your title?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Fine. We'll be nice. We don't push it.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Probably.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Explore. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
That's a good question.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Oh, it does.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Try me. I would say try me. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. If I'm the first picture you've seen in a while, what have you been eating and drinking? Hi, Wiz, welcome. How are you doing today? I was sent here to slay you. You are apparently supposed to end the world. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth risking to take the world over the potential faith of the world. Reveal the blade. I don't have the blade. How am I supposed to reveal the blade if I don't have the blade? Oh, retrieve. That says retrieve. Never mind. Retrieve the blade. A bit bored of me. I'm having fun. I just got back from the vet. And the puppy did really well at the vet. It's his first time at the vet with me. Well, in general, the first time at the vet. Except for the time when he was still a really, really small pup. But yeah, I've been training with him, so the vet could touch him everywhere and could look at his teeth and everything. That was all fine. And he wasn't scared of the shot. We just dropped a few, a little bit of food in front of him. And he was just so busy eating that the vet could just poop. Basically just poop, put the stuff in that, needs to be in him, the vaccinations. And done. And he didn't even notice that he got them. Let's see. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person, whether you eat, not that interested in that one. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. Let's be nice. But I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Waffle barks happily. Waffle loves playing with fluffy brain Wisca.
There you go.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
They did not. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Except, I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them
How much
apart.
probably want to? No worries for it, that's totally fine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No luck.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
You are with the narrator.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe next time around I should look for it.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
That is true.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be...
We've already been through it. Then the door closes. Try to open the door.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much...
We've already been through here, then... Wait, I can only choose slay the princess.
Without hesitation,
I've already been
bring
through
the
here
blade
as well.
down and plunge it into the princess's back. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
I can't skip, however.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Wait, does she have the blade now? This is going to be a cool route. Correct. Sounds good.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your
I have
eyes
already
with the
been through the
ferocity
furry
of a
route.
cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal full. Your knife cuts into her again and
that's
again
right.
as you're
Put the
tackled
other
to
one.
the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips
Hooper.
into you with tooth
Yes.
and claw.
Whoop, on the nose.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've
We've already
got.
been through this one, but I can't skip it.
Though
Slade.
your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Oh wait, last time I left her, so
You seize a
probably
moment
now
of
I'm gonna
hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly
Waffle
against the ground.
playfully boops back.
I
Boop.
suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it? Before
It
you can
is.
answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Bleh. The beast.
You're on a path in the woods.
Who do
and
we
at the
get
end
this
of that
time?
path is a cabin. You're here to slay.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Rip, yes.
She will lie. She will cheat. Does a
Before I've been
cat
there.
lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Ooh, voice of the hunted. Interesting.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wood. The blade is your implement. You'll
Protect. Approach. Explore. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. No
the
steel
basement.
claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk. I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
That is true. I'm quite curious what type of
The door to
version
the
of her we
basement
get now.
creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the prince... She growls up the stair.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient. Or maybe You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely not the tail over there.
You see only a flash of the princess before
the
she
chain is
scurries
off.
away into the underbrush, dragging her
Watching
heavy
this
chain
during school
behind
hours,
her.
lol. Make sure to study well. I'm hoping for the witch. But you got that route already. Yes, I got already the witch route.
She's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
That is kind of true, I guess.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
There we go.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so...
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
I'm gonna put on auto because I clicked too fast.
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? Did you hear that clinking? Season change again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. This one.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain.
Wow, that
You
was
are
quick.
devoured. I
probably should
guess
have brought
that's
the
it
knife.
then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place.
Wait.
A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you,
She
its
swallowed
slick
me whole?
surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly
Oh,
at
I
your
would have been able to
surroundings as
kill
they
her if I had a
compress
knife
in
now.
on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal.
Did we manage to help
With
her to
a
get
pop,
outside?
she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
That is a good question.
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Fine, you can leave. You can leave. Just let me go. Wait for death. Claw and bite. You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Fine, you can leave.
Can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another. And then,
Teacher would.
and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You feel a crunch in the form around you. Then a wet trembling before you are ejected to a place. Nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you. This place is cold.
I didn't need to kill her. Before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Mirror
She's gone.
returned.
Where did she go? And there's that mirror.
That was really fast, yeah. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to... That thing reeks of death.
Approaches the mirror.
Oh, I don't...
I like it. They go all distance. We gaze in the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we are real? Do you have thoughts on the vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. But she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Fair enough. Oh, no, I misclicked. Escape. There. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that sometimes speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessel had once?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this is a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Okay, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
So I have to go for one more vessel? I think. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the wood.
Oop. Yeah, last one.
You make your way up the... We're not...
I'm gonna do... Take the blade. Oh, I can
Take the
only take the
blade.
blade. Enter the basement. I'm gonna say nothing. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
A Okay, you've got me. I'm here to
That
slay you.
isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. Don't you dare.
We've already done this countless
You
time.
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Gonna go for the kill. Okay, no talking, fine. What if it makes you think you want to kill?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just...
Drop it, which we already done. I'm not dropping.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds
We've
your
already
thoughts
been
as you attempt to
through
run her
this one.
through. A moment of distraction and hesitation
kills
is
us.
all. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
That's gonna through you.
The two of you clash for the final time.
This is new.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers
I
a
think.
heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade
Yeah, this one
deep
is new.
into the princess's
We
heart.
didn't manage to stab her so far. Only once she was wrath or something.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you
Nope.
don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Once again. Boop. Chapter 2. The Adversary. What is an adversary again?
You're on a
That word
path
sounds so
in
familiar.
the woods. And at the end of that, you're here to
Slay the princess, yeah. Proceed to the cabin.
a warning. She will... Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Anyway, I'm pumped. Oh yeah.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will. Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Damn. Okay, Stubborn wants to take her out. Am I gonna
The
stick with
cabin
it?
is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sure. Take the blade.
You
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be her fierce.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she
Ooh.
sounded like last time. Her
She's a
voice is a
biter
little
now.
deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like... As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
She looks
A
kind of
large
good.
shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
She does give dummy mommy vibe, definitely. You look different. So you do remember me?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I'm not saying anything.
See?
You can use your
She wants to
imagination.
fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking. All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe.
Yes.
You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward.
There we go.
Enough is enough.
Chris always liked it when I
believe you.
had his butt.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Which is interesting. Why doesn't
Are
Mary
you
not remember?
okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less serious. If you don't want the depths of my appeal, don't worry, I'm good. I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true.
I'm
Remain
going to take
silent.
that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and seriousness. I'm so glad that we're finally all on the same page.
Attack Princess, I don't know what happened to you since last time we saw, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye! Turn around and leave. I like that one. More horror movies and stuff like that should be like that. Oh, okay, there's a monster here. Okay, I'm gonna just, go. I'm not gonna go to the spooky house that is haunted and where 7 different people died. Or attack the princess. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, how are we both still alive?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
I'm actually here to free you. I don't think she wants to be freed.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me, anyone. Why wouldn't you want to be free? Yeah.
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather
Exactly.
not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life. We don't know that for sure, and
I don't want to bet on it. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not going to fight a giant demon lady by turning around. I tap to free the princess. She doesn't want to be freed, so that might not be the smartest. turn around. I don't think turning around is a good thing, so we're gonna attack.
Finally ready to
Gotta make
complete
my
your
wish come
destined
true.
task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her
Yeah, that's kind of
expression
unfair
barely
that she's
changes as her
unfazed by-
fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That
Sure.
knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Sure. Bait an opening and outmaneuver.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Okay.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
I don't think I
She's
can
thrown us
overpower
around
her.
like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you...
The Eye of the Needle. Ooh.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do
Stop
to you,
it.
we wouldn't have died back. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We
Oh, they're
died
hunted
because
again.
you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods?
Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here. And if
Fair
you've
enough.
already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
Am I okay? Oh yeah, I just pressed the wrong button.
It doesn't matter. We could go in
You have to
circles
have-
forever.
oh, that's
I
probably
don't
because
like
I was
staying
drinking some
still
water.
for too long. Let's
Might
get
be.
to the cabin. See this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence, eh?
Are we? I haven't signed off on anything. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct.
I trust instinct as well.
Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different places is. Not interested, we already did that once. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I do something better else? No matter what happens... No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are within the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. Silently approaches to the cannon. I'm done with this. Bye! That's what I would have done.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Hold on. Music is a little bit on the loud side for me. Compared to the text.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Sure, proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building.
That sounds
Its
familiar.
stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward.
How did this
The
how did
only
this really
furniture of
quiet?
note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall.
That's why I changed the
Pristine
poems a little.
blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it! We can
Approach
try
the
to
mirror.
survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey. You step forward. All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Smash it! I can smash the mirror. Never done that.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor. Before you is what may as
I
well
was a
be
little
a
bit quick,
sheer
yeah.
cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her voice.
Her favor.
Bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Are you sure you still want to fight? Continue to the basement landing. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time. There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue down.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. We'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the
Ooh, I
narrow
like
tunnel.
her tail.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us.
I'm gonna listen to Hunted.
I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle. And we're going to win. We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave. Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Exactly.
Run.
Okay, we run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top,
Ooh.
hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do,
indeed.
instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steelclaw, now.
Take the
Without
blade.
missing a step, you grab the blade from the altar.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll.
This will
onto
be
the
interesting.
grass.
Because this is the first time she goes outside.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you,
With us alive.
explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. And out here, I have the upper hand. But we don't have to fight. You've fallen right into my trap. Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the
Hunter
left.
seems to be the good
she
one.
overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But
We'll
don't
see.
let it get to your head.
Exactly.
Till it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
Again and again.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
I guess we got our lungs.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Yep.
Something feels wrong.
And? Then what happens?
She's taken in. Lure an enemy to adventurous terrain and win. The princess voice actor peeks the mic. Oh, it does? Oh, then I need to lower it a little bit. It's annoying because some of the voices are soft and some of the voices are loud, and I have to mix between that, and
She's gone. Where did she go?
it's kind of annoying.
Should we try and find her?
Not my mic. No, I know it's not my mic, it's the game. Oh, you mean specifically... Oh.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Approach the mirror.
This thing. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the.
Voices all seem distant, we gaze in the reflection. What are we this time? Oh. You are nothing at all. But this isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see a fragile, faint beam festo in the shadow beyond the... I can't read the last word. Are you me?
You know what I am.
The narrator! We finally meet him! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you are the narrator. I was wondering if I ever see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
But are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
I only have an X amount of questions I can ask, so... What is the princess? Did you make her too? What is this place? Where are we? Destroy the mirror. I wasn't supposed to see you at all. See this at all, was it? If you made me, then what am I? I met you many times. Have you been the same all along? Are you a part of me, or are you something
No,
else?
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
All is like you said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when a piece of it breaks? I feel like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away? Or stop asking
We've
questions?
already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Oh, I right-clicked again. What is this place? Where are we?
Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh, so we are becoming the real us. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Fair enough. That was a bad question. I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Ooh. That is a hard one. And what is my true identity?
You're the non-quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. And I want you to know that before you die for good, rest easy I'm going to slay, rest easy I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Boom. As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself within newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a fast and necessary god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is. Probably there's more, but proceed to the cabin for the last time. When you arrive at the heart of the things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. And now there is. The princess of many faces.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I get a feeling that he was just scared of death. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Ooh. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did I even matter what road I walked if all of them would have had led to the same moment? So many questions. I told you what's going to happen when we reach this point. I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave or where to go. Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
But I just wanted to ask.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me.
Oh, we are her now.
Those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps. There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
Address the vassal's statement directly. Appear to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death. And change and that. But that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. Argue. You act as though the world can't exist without you. But I've existed without you. Project her perspective. I won't engage with your violence. This is a hard one. Remain silent.
But you say nothing. You are the prey for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There is a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things.
That is true.
A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Interesting. You speak about life and death. And change and... Okay, these are all the same things. Address this... Oh, okay. Oh, I can actually choose. You're right. Without desire, we have no need for relationships. We would be all alone. I don't think that's fully true. Yes, without desire, we have no need for relationship. We would all be alone. But if we had no desires, would being alone be so bad? You cannot use eating me to prove that you're right. But my intentions do matter. I only freed you to save myself. I'm gonna stay still, I guess. Say nothing. I'll leave with you. I'm gonna remain silent. I want to see the other
And
vessels
so
as
your
well.
quietude continues.
There's a long quiet. Yeah, exactly. Again. Address the vassal's statement directly.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer? Or has your understanding begun to move beyond words? A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever.
I'm gonna say I
move
like
and
this
you
one the
react,
most.
and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Remain silent.
Still, you hide the contours of your heart from me.
You are weightless, suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you. And you are alone.
I think this was the goddess one, the first one I
A tiny
had.
island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new. But alone is not helpless. When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity. Without me, there are no externalities to resist, and it is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
And remain silent.
Your stoicism knows no end.
As the clash between you, Absol begins to shake. You will rapidly dissolve.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation
And hi,
to
PI,
everything
welcome.
it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
How are you doing?
Open your eyes and accept what we are.
There we go.
can leave this prison together.
Okay. I'm ready, but how do we leave? Let's leave.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece
Flip, I have to
lies with you.
Go already? Good night. Okay. Good night, Theo. Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you. Free yourself. You're doing good. I'm happy to hear that. The body of an ancient creature strikes from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs. You once could fathom everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings span and cosmic skills, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agony tends to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing on you. You confine you across infinity or infinite side and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
love
yield.
you.
I'll be honest, if I had a choice, like if I would, put myself in these shoes and Dashi, I would have destroyed the whole world if it means being with him. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. How romantic. And genocidal, yes. Does it mean I'm a good guy? No. Does it mean I'm a bad guy? We'll see. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts, no desires. Absolute reality. Something that is simple. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into infinity. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are something. Accessibility. I'm gonna have to make the text scaling a little bit smaller. There. Okay, there we go. You and she are finally home. Only new beginnings. Achievement unlocked. That was this game. Really, really interesting. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Wait, this wasn't the good ending? What was this then? Was this the bad ending? Thank you so much for playing, and as an expression for our gratitude, here is the track order for the special playlist just for you. If you like to take screenshots, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Join the Discord, mailing, subscribe, subreddit. Return to main menu. Oh, that was something. There is no good ending. There's a good ending, but it was a joke. Oh. What was the good ending? Just right away start a new game and just leave right away? Is that an option? That might be an option. That might be funny. Damn. Now if you immediately stab her. Right away. Like it starts to get... Damn. Didn't I... Yeah, technically I kind of did it, but I, was unsure and asked questions. Things like that. Accessibility. I don't need to be in accessibility. But it was a little bit on the short side, so I'm not going to end the stream here yet. There was some stuff that I wanted to do in Genshin anyways, because I have enough for a 10 pool. So, I don't know how I'm going to do that with the YouTube side, however. Because on Twitch I can easily switch it, but on YouTube I can't easily switch stuff like that. Then I have to start a whole new stream and everything, and I'm not going to do that. I am getting a... Oh, that's family messages. Okay, that's not important. How am I gonna do that on YouTube? Let's see. Report... No, not report. If I go to edit, can I then now... Yeah, I can edit the game and everything, but it doesn't edit it at this point. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Genshin. just for dailies and things like that. But I'm gonna keep the thumbnail up from this game. Boop. Because I think that might be the best course of action. That's for the character YouTube. Weird. I swear I could change. I mean, I can switch the name and everything, but it changes it on the font on YouTube permanently, exactly. But what I can do is after editing, I think it's called after stream editing, and with that I can probably maybe split up the video in saying, okay, this is this and this is that. So I guess you could change the title to something like State Plus. Oh, that is a good one. I'm just gonna add plus genshin in there. Plus genshin. Look at that. That's a perfect suggestion. Then I also need to edit that on the Twitch side. Now I need to edit. I'm just going to do the same title and then change this to... I'll be honest, like how it went last time, I also did not expect it to go this fast. But that's okay. Like I said, I have a 10 pool in Genshin that I can do. I have my dailies and everything. I'm just that good. I'm good at slaying princesses. Even though I died most of the time. But yeah, it's part of the game. Good morning. Last time what I did on the solo side was there we go, did a few card games. I don't know, I like the card game. Oh, and we have a new song to play as well. So yesterday I did this song, I'm gonna do the songs. And you know what, we're gonna do it. Perform. Teleport 2. Let's do the songs. So for those who know Osu, you'll probably recognize this a little bit. I'm not good at it. But these are new mini games for the event. Think I have to go to you?
Great.
I'll have a go. This one I already did. Select difficulty, we're gonna go right away on pro, because I'm a pro at this. But yeah, I have all these buttons that I can press, and I have to press them in the beat of the game. And that's basically it. I know in Oshis they have something similar, but then with forced lines. I'm way better with 4 than with 6. 6 makes it just a little bit too hard for me. But that's okay. As long as I get a good enough that I get the rewards, I'm happy. But you don't need perfect. Oh, I told that one. Ooh, lots of free points. That's what I mean. I started pressing the wrong buttons. Which happens. As soon as that boss, I make a mistake. I make more mistakes right away after that. Almost like I'm basically disoriented. Yeah, I would call it disorientated. Like I'm a little bit disorientated because of the mistake. And there we go. Easy peasy. We did it on the pro as long as we got 2 stars, which we did. then I get my rewards. Which is 60 primo gems, some monies, and some more monies. Easy peasy. We have our commissions to do. I'm not going to activate this one because I just learned that that fully will be resetted otherwise. And I can just choose to say, oh, okay, today I don't want to do it. Boom. Even though I won't be able to do the quest, and I only get this as a reward. I don't know how it works. I haven't gone further than one. Oh yeah, and for it all, I just discovered this part of the land as well. It was kind of annoying. I had to swim a lot. So a lot of just sitting there in the water waiting for my stamina to regenerate, and then I can swim again. And then I need to regenerate stamina again. Then I need to swim again. And need to regenerate stamina again. Okay. First of all, we're gonna do some dailies. Which wouldn't be too hard. And today is Tuesday, so what else am I going to do? Tuesday is... I mean, I don't feel like doing repeatedly temples. Which I do need to do, I just don't feel like doing them repeatedly. On stream at least. Because it can get somewhat stagnant if you have to defeat the same monsters every single time. Like, for this character, for example, I need to do a dungeon and I just need to defeat the same monster like 10 times. Or do the dungeon 10 times, but they're the same 3 monsters every single time I do the dungeon. Which kind of starts to feel stagnant.
Wind, hear me.
I'm gonna wait until I can level my characters up a little bit further. And from there on out, then I'll probably go for a higher level dungeon. Well, I could focus on that today. Trying to get the... how do I call it again? Trying to get my characters level higher. Doing a little bit of focus on that, a little bit of story. Maybe a nice mix of both. Boop. Push him away. Take care of the guys that keep throwing bombs. So annoying that they burn the whole place down. Boop. Boop. Easy peasy. And then we have one right over here as well. Defeat all 5 opponents. It's nice when they're close like this together. Makes traveling way easier. Boop. Boop, boop. I could have a quick peek. Is Story by any chance line? No. Okay. Otherwise I would have sent a quick message. Boop, boop. Spiritual camp. What other quests do I have in here? Or is that just, no, that's just this. Okay. We have a Water Mage. Water Mages are pretty easy with fire. Actually, with Dendro, it's even easier. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Because I had to defeat certain creatures, I had to go to a country. I think it was the Water Geode country. Water Geode, no, the Water Archon. And damn, that looks so beautiful. I haven't been to the main city yet. So I think I'm gonna do that on stream as well. Because the way we travel there is gonna be like a lot of fun. So I'm excited about it. I'm just gonna put you in the water if you don't mind. There we go. Easy peasy. Just boop them in the water. 2000 that way. And then we probably have one in Lee. No, we don't have one in Leeway. Where else do we have one? Oh, over there. Oh, this is this one. Okay. So I just have to talk to a lady, find some stuff, and done. Boop. And slowly up we go. It's just behind this mountain, so it shouldn't be too hard to go to. Or is it? No, this is a time trial one. Huh, this is fun. Boop. Boop. There. And we'll grab you. Always those annoying Geo guys. They get an extra stand up. I still don't know if all of them heal or if they're just basically supports that are kind of... If they're another element than water, because water I know heals. But there we go, give them a quick boop. 1, 2, 3. Ultimate. Just so we don't get hit by the explosion. That's the only reason I did my ultimate. Take care of the little ones. And finish you. One more daily to go. But yeah, that will be, no, not here. That will be here. And the way of transport, it is so cute. Okay, we have a quest over there. Shouldn't be too hard. Quests are most of the time pretty easy. Sometimes it's okay, destroy this camp. Other times it's have you this item, which I most likely have, because I have a lot of items. Not a lot of them, I just have a lot of them. A lot of different items. Which is pretty nice. Because that way I don't have to look most of the time for items. The only thing I don't have is normal iron, I think. Which I probably should go for. Because I do have a few recipes at my... Oh, it's a race. Make it as quickly as possible to area... Right?
One thing after another.
But it doesn't really tell me where to go. There. I messed up by accidentally falling, but I'll still make it. Oh, especially with that. That will help me greatly. And additional kills will earn me extra time. That was dumb. I just might have lost myself. The time race. Oops. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it in time. That was fun. Lotus head. Oh, I do need those chili peppers. I forgot. I need them for that, for Changling. The only reason I know her name is because she's in my party. Come on, chest.
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
I guess common chests are always okay. They're not that great because you don't really get primo jumps from them. But it's at least nice that we can find them from time to time. How much do I need? I have 3. I need 20. I'm not gonna have enough for a little bit. Yeah. Boop. Regain our stamina. Well, just walk into your foot. Yes, I did. But yeah, trying to find all the routes is just tedious. Oh, I'll believe that, yeah. How many routes are there in the game? I would say 28. I'm saying 28 routes. Don't know why 28, I'm just guessing. Let me count them. It sounds good. And release. There we go. stand on this thing. Poop them forward. One shot them apparently. There we go, poop them. Am I running the wrong way? I am. Somewhat. I can still glide through down here. Boop. This time, let's not hit those things. And with more than enough time, we made it easily. There are 20 princesses. Oh, okay. 28, 20. Wasn't that far off. I was somewhat far off, but I like to say that I wasn't. Okay, let's see. We've done all that. Let's go to Mondstadt, because I like Mondstadt. Mondstadt is just pretty. And actually, all routes, even after 3 chapters, Razor is the only exception. Is there stuff that I can make? Good, I need stamina plus. That's you. I can make a bunch of you. Yeah, I'll make them another time. But now we're gonna go this way. Add Astra Abyssals. Boop. And dispatch. Claim all. Dispatch all. There we go. And then I also have a mission with doing 20 crafting. Which, oh, that was 1. I didn't want to do 1. And I did 1 again. So this makes 10. I'm gonna stop the ones that are 1. You and you. And I did the exact. It's so annoying because I think for some reason I think start means that automatically does the 5. Oh, that's 3 only. Okay, let me grab the 3 and put 5 in here. There we go. I'm running low on ores as well. There we go. Then that mission will automatically be done as well, which is just this one, forge 20 items. Okay, that's all nicely on the way. And you can end some of them rarely. Like you ended the witch on chapter 2, when it can actually lead to the welt or a thorn. Ooh. So you have multiple options, which I kind of like in games. Because it does give you a little bit of a feeling of what you do matters. Oh, okay, and I have only room for 3, which is fine. And I have food donely made over here. Obtain 99 flour, 1 of you. That's all for another time. Let's see. I said earlier what I wanted to do, but I already forgot. Of course, the story. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. So, to the statue of Hydro.
Keep up.
And then we sit over here. And there we go, the boat is here. Look at them. Look at them. So cute. 10 out of 10. Of cuteness. Are we ready to head out? So I went only a little bit because of needing to be somewhere there. 10 chapter 2s, 10 chapter 3 pieces. Okay.
But you still have to follow all the
chairs and not bringing overstuffed lunchboxes on board. We've had quarrels break out between passengers over things like that. Some even escalated into private brawls.
Sounds fun.
Fontaine's rules state that if you want to fight, apply for a duel. So, those two passengers were promptly sent to the fortress of Meropete, where they went on to live peaceful, disciplined, and well-mannered lives.
Aww.
So,
She makes it sound cute being arrested.
but please do not follow their example.
They made it sound so cute to get arrested. I almost want to be arrested now. Let's see if I can up their volume a little bit, like the vocal volume. Oh yeah, Genshin is really soft on my end. Hold on. Yeah, and then what we do is go to settings. Audio. We'll put the music. And that is 7. Yeah, 6. There we go.
Look,
Now we should be able to hit him better.
Up ahead is Molten Key, which lies between the port and the court. Though not particularly steep, if our course were to wind around the top of the mountain, our little boat wouldn't be stable and calm like this.
Oh,
but
new
a
game. Yeah,
white
that is the other
water
one.
park ride. When they were building the waterways, they had to invite experts from the Fontaine Research Institute. The experts brought huge, amazing machines and bored a hole through Molten Key. It really was a massive project.
So cute. But yes, we're playing Genshin now because we finished Slay the Princess. So I thought this would be a good substitute. Because I can also do a 10 pool, and we get a new city to explore. Which I love the aesthetics of this a lot. This is all about, you know...
The boat is now entering Poisson Tunnel. Everyone should now be able to see the light from the aquabus more clearly. Beautiful, isn't it?
They're so
It's very
cute.
different from the fluorescent materials used in Sumeru, or the torches used in other countries. These are Fontaine-exclusive nightlights powered by indemnitium.
Baby
Of course,
boars!
Indemnitium
Aww.
isn't just for such
Oh, I
trivial
can sit.
uses as lighting. Indemnitium is a power source, capable not only of powering this tiny boat, but also meeting the daily energy demands of an entire city. Plus, it's completely safe.
Oh wow, that's a lot
We'll
of
have
energy.
the chance to learn more about this
Looks like I have
amazing
fun.
power
Yes,
source when
I
she
always have
reaches the
fun.
Court of Fontaine.
You're bored. No worries, no worries. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what to do. When I'm bored, I just lay on bed and watch TikToks. That's what I do when I'm bored. Ooh, look at that building. All clockwork like... I don't know, I have something with steampunk, which I always like. I'm still trying to design a steampunk model, but I find it a little bit hard.
Looking ahead on your right-hand side, you'll see Aeneas, where the Opera Epiclese is located.
Ooh.
Do you see that really tall structure? I once asked Elfin, what's that big old thing? She said, no clue. What's the use of learning the meaning of things? But anyway,
Okay.
Elfin is a super amazing and super friendly Melusine.
Oh,
If
you
you
sent a
have a
video to
chance,
someone.
You really should take the Navia line and listen to her tour. Behind me is the destination of our tour, the magnificent Court of Fontaine. Please take all of your personal belongings with you when you disembark.
It looks pretty. I sent, that's the problem a little bit, because I sent so much TikToks. Leslie and I both send TikToks to each other. But it's so much TikToks that I can never find videos back in our TikTok history. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, swans. I don't like swans. I have a good reason to not like swans. Because where I live, like here in the Netherlands in general, we have a lot of swans and they're territorial beasts.
Oh no, I almost forgot. Ahem.
They're really annoying.
All aboard the aquabus. Please keep your head, hands, and other
a little bit late. We're already
The
here.
bus operator bears no responsibility whatsoever for any injury or loss incurred as a result of disobeying the rules. Maybe it's a bit late for the disclaimer. Anyway, I'm happy you've had an incident-free journey today, and it was my pleasure to serve as your tour guide for this trip. Thank you!
Oh. And now we are, I guess, at the main city. Oh, wait, that's waiting. I didn't want to wait. I want to steal the flowers. Come on, investigate. There. No! There. Investigate. Thank you. Was that so hard? Well, apparently it was so hard, but... Let's go to the highest station there is. Floor 4. Oh, right away we have the statue as well here. I like it here. Police officers. Wait, does he have a... He has a... Just like a true Englishman, he has a club.
Keep up.
They'll beat you into submission. Here we go. And then we have multiple routes that we can take as well. Wait, how did I unlock... Somehow I've unlocked teleport points that I didn't know. I think it is because of these automatic routes, but I have no exact clue on how I got them. Same as this one, I've never been here. Or that one. All I've been is over here. And I grabbed that one because one of the creatures that I need to defeat for the storyline. Not for the storyline, for the event line. Was there. But yeah, I'm happy with unlocking this. It's a pretty city. It's a pretty country. And we could probably travel a little bit more forward. Leave. Oh, this is the castle itself. What if I go in here? What is here? I guess that's later on for the story.
Keep up.
Boop.
Keep up.
Hello there, bloke. How are you? I can't do English accents. Or British accents. Now, is there a ferry that goes that way but then interrupts, or... Oh, there are more of them. Hi there. Hello there. Here to check the ocean view as well. Could I join you? Sure you can. The view here is really nice. By the way... Oh, that was it? Okay. Boop. And I guess we're gonna take this path. Ooh, is that an airship? I mean, wait, have you seen airships in this game? I can't remember any airships, so I guess not. Oh, that's also fun.
Keep up.
I can become fish. Enter. Oh, wait, no, that's not this one. This one just brings me automatically somewhere. Oh, look at that. We get a hydro thing. And we're gonna go up here. What is this? Oh, okay. How am I supposed to get on that one, however? No clue how I'm supposed to get on that one. At some point I'll figure it out. But for now we're gonna go to there. Ooh, that looks interesting. That's probably storyline stuff. There's so much stuff with storylines and things that I still need to go through. It's incredible. Oh, look at that guy down there waiting. Oh well. Let's seems like the bridge here is destroyed. What is that thing? Well, we found a new enemy to kill. To destroy, I mean. Same thing. To take out. Oop. Ow. Well, it has an AoE. Boom.
And shroud.
Easy peasy. It does give me the mechanism gears that I need for one of the characters. I forgot who, but... Let's see, it's near the statue. Oh, there. Oh, I forgot to mark those things. Ah, it's okay. I'll figure it out at some point. Look at those birdies. Statue of 7. Open it for a noble heart. I don't know. I like this. I'm not sure if I like this more than Mondstadt. But I do like it a lot. Let's see. Where I need to be? We're gonna go on with story questing. Oh, teleport currently this. Oh, yeah. It opens the map for you, and I think, oh, okay, I can teleport away, but no, it's, you know, you talk to the statue, and then you leave, and there we go. Let's see, where was it? Over here. Teleport away. That is nice that we got already pretty close to where the quest is. Just because I wanted to see fish.
Keep up.
Doggos. Can I pet them? They really need to add that you can pet dogs in this game. The game instantly gets -3 points for that for me. Boop.
Keep up.
And grab the sugar. Or the sweet flower. Not sugar flower. I also have those note things there. That's also from the event. So I can mix them up a little bit, I guess. Ooh, chest. Sneaky fox hiding the chest. Let's grab the unlock, see what the paper over there is about, because I have no clue what I have to do for them. But I have to talk to you. How strange. No one ever invites me to attend such an event before. Well, that's why we're here. You must have music. You must have music you really love, right? Would you play it with seriously musicians? Music, you say? There's that one that I heard a long while back. I was your height when I started hearing it, I believe. I only remember bits and pieces of it. Could you play it for me all the same? Sure, I give it a go. Okay, so we actually need to play for them. Oh. I'm supposed to remember this all? I'm not going to be able to remember this all. Press to select. There, this one. Yeah, that's right? Is it not? Doo-doo. Oh, wait. I probably have to click on the 2, yeah. That sounded like it. Yeah, that's right. There. That should be it. Easy peasy. Oh, I do love the music. It sounds really nice. Dream area. Challenge completed. That was kind of fun. Ah, lovely. It seems you're quite the happy hand. And other wishes come true. It has almost been 20 years since I heard this tune. It was a boy in the neighborhood who played it for me. He wished was to travel to see the outside world. It's just a shame that I couldn't have been the one to help him. Well, would you look at that? I've strayed off the topic. I'm afraid I can't help with the music festival. Tragic groceries can't do without me right now. Still, I'm glad to have heard it once more. Thank you so much. Okay, so we played a music number for her. Just for her to say, yeah, okay, no, I'm not gonna come. Were we that bad? Let's do that again. Don't miss out on the Unizume Creative Consign. We'll play music for you. How did you know I like music? Well, to be truthful, they were our most creative ideas. Oh, then you must have music ready to enjoy, right? Could you play it for you? Oh, that's a long listen you'll be looking at. If I had to pick one, I might be traditional piece from Kano Village. This is where I started my culinary journey, in fact. Could you play the piece if I were to hum the tune? Yes. Thank you. Okay, he can't hum for poop. Oh wait, I just need to press the one. There. 2. This one, I think. Yeah. And number 3. There we go. Easy peasy. I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan of the instrument. Absolutely fantastic. If not for the way you dress, I have suspected that you were from Konda Village yourself. It sounded just like the original. Alright, I've decided I'm heading to the festival. Maybe immerse myself in the music. They might give me some new ideas. I moved my food stall over there. Not that my skills are the most impressive, but I'm sure to add the atmosphere, at least, eh? Exactly. Then we go to the last one, and then we'll go on with the story. The music stuff. Did I hear it wrong? Is that a music festival or a food festival? Music. And I seriously form a musician. Exchange the booth. By the way, do you have any music you enjoy? We can play it for you right now. Oh, serious then? I do have something in mind. I could try to hum it. And you can maybe try it. Well then. It's quite a lovely surprise. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Wait, I got confused. Do. Sounds right, eh? Yeah, that's right. I'm going way too fast. I shouldn't do that fast. This one. Definitely this one. Do. Yeah, that's I think the same one. That was a high note. Not that high. This high about. Boop. I think I have it right. Easy. It's a funny minigame. It's somewhat easy, I would say, but... There we go. Challenge completed. Wow, what a brilliant recreation. That said, even if I have no clue what the song is called, a fox-eared customer of ours likes humming it. This is one of when she came over for some ramen. Oh, I love ramen. She's one of our VIPs. Came around a few days ago, in fact. I would haven't remembered the song at all. I guess that tells you all you need to know about me and music, huh? If you're looking for a food store, I recommend you go to the other guy that we already went to. That fellow got right adventure spirits, and even if he's a fan of music, he should be interested nonetheless.
Keep up.
And there we go. That was our daily thing with this one. So we get even more Primo Jams. How much Primo Jam? Oh wait. Oh, okay, I have to go to him for that. I'm not gonna do that now. This way. Also, how much Primo Gems do I have? 1800, so we can definitely do a wish.
Keep up.
But for that, of course,
According to the letter, this should be the place.
going to somewhere else first. First, we're gonna do a little bit of story.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Oh, Aldo.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Here's our invitation
The
letter.
Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye.
Exactly.
In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, thank you.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Enter the tea house. I've never been to an actual tea house itself. Would love to go there once.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
It's
Who
a dog.
forgot their
Oh,
promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking
that's a
to
cute doggo.
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
Where did the human-looking Toma go?
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
But it still doesn't really add up. I know a dog when I see one.
all right. I've had my fun.
Would be cute if you could transform into a dog.
Close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Like Tombap
Well,
Park.
I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
So, how do we do our
Let me just
test?
say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you?
Yep.
Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck...
You mean Kazua's friend?
Ah, so you've heard of his story.
Yep. That was the guy who actually
His light
faced the
still
Raiden
burns all the
Shogun.
more brightly.
So when will we be allowed to meet her?
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh?
Sure.
Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Sounds good. Let's go there. Where is there, actually? Probably outside. I don't have the quest selected. That might be easier if I select the quest. Okay. Also kinda give me Fenty vibes. But that's because of the Fenty statue. Does that statue have wings? I think the statue has wings, but they're spread out. This one does have some nice gems in them.
Keep up.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Oh.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt
I thought they
decree
were
are
gems.
put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
Why did the Shogun issue the Vision
Before
Hunt
I
decree?
try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts.
Yes.
As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden
What does that
Shogun
mean?
is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma.
Okay.
As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Okay.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Yeah, I would call that selfish.
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Oh, what was that?
Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What was the sound just now?
What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
I could hear the sound of people's aspiration. So we heard the reason why they got the vision, their hopes, their dreams.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
So vision symbolizes ambition and not
All
power.
right. time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the
Yes,
Kamisato
let's go.
residence.
Finally!
The aspiration of all. Ooh, teleport point. Boop. We're getting close to 37 already. 1, 2, and hop. I love those fox statues. They look nice. To hop. And we slowly glide away. Is it that small? No, that's a, how do you call that again? Like where you give your offerings, right? A shrine. Small shrine. How far is she? Oh, she's all the way on the other side of the island. Wow. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. I do have a key, so I probably should aim for that thing. I already forgot how I got the key, but I remember having a key for it. Now, I noticed that we have the same things over here that you can pull towards certain things, but it doesn't seem to be here in this island.
Keep up.
Boop. And boop.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Probably should also go for the teleport point, so I should go up here. But I can't. I have to do that over here. Question is, will I make that? Three. Let's see. Teleport point, teleport. Ooh, lookout point. Don't mind if I yoink. Well, it's not really yoinking, it's just looking. Mind if I look?
Keep up.
There we go. 50 more XP.
Yeah.
And I should really try to go. Oh, one of those coins again. Still have no idea what they're supposed to do. Or if they're just a collectible or something. But another one. So close to each other. And the sound bear.
Are you here to
play
with me?
One with the force.
Where is she? There she is.
Let me amuse myself a little.
She's pretty tough. Poor mage. She just have some strong damage resistance.
Get them!
And shroud.
And boop.
By my sword.
Take them both out.
Really know how to get me going.
Boop.
Shine
Easy.
no longer.
And now just take care of this holy troll. Why did he fall down? Why did you have to fall down? Making me miss my attack.
Can't see. Keep up.
Boop.
Yeah.
A little bit hard to hit him with a normal attack. There. Like those two.
Keep up.
And a arrow. Boop, boop. Aww. Cute statue. Oh. Okay, there are a lot of these radiant spin crystals. Why am I not able to stand on his head? Up. There we go. One, two, three. Up. It is pretty living here. You know, you just have that forest nearby. Oh, hello there. Oop. There it is. There. Now it's gone. The little bastard. Boop. There's one on this building as well. I have troubles climbing these buildings though. These buildings are annoying to climb. Maybe I might be able to make this jump over here. And I can use that. One of those radiant things again. I find a lot of them out of nowhere. Damn. I'm supposed to be 50 apparently already. So I missed a lot in leeway. I'm on step. Wait, where did it say it was? I'm supposed to be almost right above it. Not telling me it's inside of here. Is it? It's probably below then. Below is also an option. Boop.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
It's hard to top the Dawn Winery.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
I think I understand.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I'm just here to meet the rated Shogun.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm going to leave now.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
3 whole wishes?
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Oh, so you wanted to send me on a guilt trip. Look for those who are sad because they lost their vision.
A former samurai who helped carry out the Vision
Small.
Hunt Decree.
Yes, small.
And a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I'll do as you wish.
Then you have my gratitude.
After that, she better get me in contact with Raiden Shogun. But this is definitely a manipulative trick. Go to those that are, you know, lost their vision, that are, well, of course, sad, maybe even depressed. And hear their stories out. There it is. Even the bear is here. There it is. I probably should mark this one as well. Marked. I don't hear it anymore. Okay, we have a teleport right here, so we're gonna use the teleport for now.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
Stretching is always good.
Let's go over and see.
You must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago.
Oh.
Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Yeah, fair enough. I can kind of get that they want him to stay. You, old man. So why the change?
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Yes. Okay, let's talk to the actual guy.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
You've lived here a long time.
But that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought...
So your aspiration is gone, so your aspiration is inside the vision.
The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then
just try harder.
Come flooding back.
Next time we find somebody that lost their memories, just say that.
Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
That sounds interesting.
So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here
That's about right.
somewhere. Let's
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Okay. Let's find the diary. It's probably at his home. Right over here. There you go.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab.
Wow.
I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
So we're gonna, you know, take things away from the shrine. Isn't that something you're not supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know anything about shrines, so.
The omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Sure. Use elemental sight to find clues about the diary. So this way. Behind the building. At these rocks. It did say check.
Here we are. This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take...
And it's a buddy. It's his friend.
Looks
Oh.
like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village.
If we
Sounds so
become
familiar.
separated during the war,
Where is that place
go
again?
with me in Kano Village. There'll be a safe home for all.
Huh. So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Sounds good. Oop. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. Lost the guy.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited.
Aww.
And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out.
Makes sense.
Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
Does that make you feel sad?
No, not especially.
But it doesn't.
After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So do you still plan on leaving?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting.
Makes sense.
Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we?
A little bit.
Well, let's go find the next person.
Next one on the list was a warrior, right?
Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
800 XP, that's a lot of XP that we get. Why does this one stay on? Is it because I still have to... Okay, I still have to visit to give that thing. And these one we can't give until tomorrow. Oh! Yeah, for those who are interested in that. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Back. Rolling with Thor. No. That wasn't it. This one? Yes. Once I have 800 tickets, which we get over time, that means that I finally got Kuro, Doggo boy. I do have him in my card game now, which I'm pretty happy with. I finally figured out how to actually unlock them.
Let's get down to
Ching,
business.
Guro, and Tanira, which I'm pretty happy with. Now, this is probably underground, I guess, or really up. No, under. That's my twin. Yes, it's my twin brother. Lost overseas and dimensions, I guess. He lives now in a game dimension. I have played with the concept of having a twin, or a brother, or a sister. At some point I made a concept about it with me basically with black hair. Didn't look too well. It looked awful. But it was funny to see. That was with my model version 2, so the model before this one. No, yeah, no, model version 1. I think it was even. Because model version 2 kind of looked already evil.
Tenryou Commission is
He always looked mad.
directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, yeah, kind of, much precies, like emergency mood.
Huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by! We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
That's kind of
No one
reasonable
seems
that
to
we
care
met.
about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa
So it
and see what he has
impacts
to say.
everyone, I guess. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard you lost your vision
That's
recently.
the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
That is a really good question.
Honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh.
Fair enough.
He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say.
Let's
we
kick their
should
asses.
be able to follow
I
their
mean, what?
tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Doggos. Always nice seeing the doggos. I managed to buy more doggos in that realm, the pot realm anyway, so... I know I think I have 4 dogs in there, or 3 dogs. 3 or 4,
We
something
really
like that.
outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from.
Kick the butt. That's all we have to do.
Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history. You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Kick the butt. With a quick and easy... That's not who I thought I was there. Actually, in the air.
One at the force. Yeah, keep up.
Easy peasy. And we kept the fox alive.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Not likely. Wards has looted Kawasaka's house.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom.
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Wow. I would have just kicked their ass again.
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our
I wouldn't have let them free to go. I would have kicked their asses again.
Yes. So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Boop. Talk to Io about the IOs.
Keep up.
Fox. The foxes are so nice and tame. Cute. Too bad we can't pet them. They really need to add petting in this game. Everybody loves pets. I love giving pets, I love receiving pets. Yeah, that's about it. Wait, have I already been here before? Oh yeah, this is the normal city. I already thought this looked familiar. Here we go, slowly up the stairs.
Keep up.
Going to the goods store. Actually, I probably should look at what she sells in general.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs.
So you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account.
Oh.
However,
He
the
pays
price
for
of
provisions.
provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, no, if it's for
Well, if you
emergency.
think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning.
Oh, he was a good guy.
So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me,
That's true.
had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Fortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated.
Yep.
Most
And that's
unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself?
I don't know what to
Perhaps
think
it'll
about
even
her.
provide you with the answers you're looking for.
Like, she knows that it was for good
Before you
deeds, but...
go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything.
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think.
2,000.
2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least
Sure.
we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
He won't be able to remember anything, I think. But we can at least maybe jog his memory with the sword. Actually, what do you sell? This one she sells other than all the other stuff that I can't buy in Leeway. Perfectly. I don't have 200 of you, but let's change that. 200 of you. I like having 200 of everything because then I know sure that I have, you know, more than enough for everything. Salt 195, only 5 off. I still buy 100. It also means that I use it a lot. I'm gonna jump over here. Hop. There he is. Easy peasy, perfect landing.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
Actually, you recount the encounter with the treasure hoarders.
It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
Mind if we have a look?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get
Must
the
be hard.
chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah.
Losing a vision must be
Seems
hard,
like
yeah.
losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Sounds good. We didn't really help. Well, we'll help him with, telling somebody to pay for the bill. And here we go.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine.
Will he?
Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you?
Does it matter?
Don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No!
Wow.
You got it so wrong!
Damn.
We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
We can wait till we restore it.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard.
Sure.
Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
Until hij zijn vision back.
Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Sure thing.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
I'm good. I'm currently annoying you, beloved. I have my suspicions. Annoy him extra for me. Come back between 16 and 24. 16, 18. There we go. At 20, should be good. Boop. I did get a few achievements right again. I'm 5 seconds away from tuning on voice, but it's gonna be great. That sounds fun. I also play around with Phantom Smoke from time to time. It's always fun playing around with it. Boop. Ooh, I almost have this one complete as well. Then I have a 3-star. Master 40 dishes. Wait, I have more achievements to go for? What? Oh. Okay, for the card game. There we go.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result.
Let's await the result.
Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Let's do this. Let's go inside. He sneaked away.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
Let's do it.
Keep up.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
They were here.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
There he is.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
That is the guy.
How did you catch up with me so quickly?
We're that good.
Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
Oh, his senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me.
Why did you
I
run?
don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent
That
to
she
rank
wasn't
and
that
reward.
bad.
I
Nini
was no
got
exception.
mad at me.
Domon was different.
Not surprised.
The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the
But
disciples,
it wasn't.
I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him.
So the
Deep
Sensei
down, though, I
asked,
still
or...
respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself.
Kind of makes sense.
Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Let's have a looky. Boop. Back to the dojo. And land.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But
Spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The
Might
head
be.
shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I
Makes
must leave
sense.
now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
We already know what's wrong with him. Why don't we just tell them?
Who'd have thought
Or
Lady
this is just a
Yai
way to
herself
test it
would have
out.
taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say
That's
that
also a
Sensei
possibility, I
isn't
guess.
renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden.
Lady Yai
She has
herself.
direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've
Sounds fun.
traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I'll gladly join you.
After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Chokan from her.
When do we get to meet her? It's about time that we meet her. Go to the Grand Shrine to see the head of the Raiden. The closest I have is over here. And then we can take that path up there. Choice.
Keep up.
I guess good. Somewhat close. Oh, those are those teleport things, right? I do it right. Can I do it right? It seems like I can't do it right. But do I need one of you? Oh, I need one of you. Boop. Okay, that's how it works. That's pretty good to know. Butterfly. Yoink. Oh, it's a crystal core. Boop. Another one. And we're following this thing. I don't know where this thing is gonna lead us, but... to the chest. Who
I
doesn't
think
like
we can
chests?
forego the lost and found report.
Wait, we do
Keep
get
up.
primo gems from small chests? I thought we didn't. Maybe only certain ones. I guess let's not fall in that. How am I supposed to go up there? Am I supposed to grab you? Oh, yeah. I like the idea of being able to travel like this. Oh, okay, we go here to grab another one, so we have to... Oh no, wait, go this way. Why doesn't it work? I did something wrong. You know what, let's see what's down here, I guess. Oh, it's just water. I thought something grand would happen, or I would just get a "you died" screen. No, just water. Oh, never mind, I still died. I drowned. Wait. Oh! It's electrical water, so I get damage over time. I thought I drowned. It's gonna be a bit of a pain to get back up there. This might not be the best position to climb. This log over here will help me get at least somewhat higher. And recover stamina in the same time as well. there one of those bushes here? They're all the way up there. How am I supposed to get all the way up there now again? Or is all I can do just climb this mountain? And try to get back where I originally was and not make the same mistake as last time. It was over there. Oh, we could probably do that. And let's not make the same mistake again. Boop. Go for our stamina. Go on this ledge. What is this? Am I supposed to whoosh? I don't know. There we are. And now just this block of stuff, rock, that we have to climb. It's interesting how we can climb the rock even though it's a flat surface. But that's game logic. And we move from here. And when I activated this one activated over here. There we go. Definitely not a close call. And here we are. Ready to grab this thing. Let's mark it. We did get thrown to the wrong mountain. I thought it would lead us to there. But I guess it leads us to the path there. Yep. Found it. Boop. Crows. Crows are amazing creatures. Really smart. Viewpoint unlocked. Knock knock. Nobody home. Oh, there we go. I had to be on the other side. That could also be the option. A fox's tree. This is a long cutscene, just to show the tree.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean?
Yes.
He's crazy.
This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world.
Exactly.
It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran.
That's kind of fair
I
enough.
don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start?
I mean, it doesn't seem like he had a bad life.
If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Oh
goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are
that's
not in
kinda
the same
pretty.
position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
Aw.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that.
I'd
be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Yes, Dad. The Makishan Arts disciples something.
His ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Seems good resolution.
Sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So,
Throw those wood
my
at me.
intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Okay. Now what?
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Sure thing. First, let me check out the tree. Because I saw the symbol of the tree, so I already thought I could do something with it. It's a pretty tree. And I can level it up with electro sigils. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Rewards. No clue what that is, but get to blue pools. Reach check. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. 50. So they do it a little bit different here. They do it with sigils instead. Which is fair enough. Okay, before I'm gonna go on, I'm really quickly gonna pee. I'm gonna go BRB. I'll be right back, everyone. Wait, let me move that a little bit. There. Might be smart if I actually unmute. I'll teleport over here. I'm gonna deactivate BRB. And over here we go. I'm probably planning to go on for about half an hour more, something like that. Why is it not capturing my... There. Boop.
Oyaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
Now show us the Raiden Shogun.
Huh?
That is Miss Ayaka.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
The damage done by losing a fiction can't be completely undone.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe,
we're friends.
I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Friend request accepted.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
It seems a face worse than that. I hope they can one day be free from the torment.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you
And
would
that's
be
how we
willing
changed
to
our mind.
reconsider
We got
your stance?
manipulated here. That is...
You
I would
will?
have said no.
Really?
You must keep the promise you made.
Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
Slay the
Now
Princess?
then,
I finished it
given that
earlier.
the remainder of
Oh,
our
it's still not
discussion
on
pertains to
Genshin anymore.
matters of a more confidential nature.
But yeah, I played Slay the
Perhaps
Princess
we can
because I
meet in
finished it
Kamura
earlier.
Tea
Also, hi
House?
Pancake.
We ought not to
Welcome.
involve other members of the
How are you
Astral
doing?
Commission.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. I still need to fix something about that, but... Ask us to go into the house.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
You are tired. Go to sleep.
Deal with this place
Take the
anyway.
nappies.
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The
Take good care of
Kamisato clan
yourself.
has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense.
Are we now members of it or just friends?
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Do I? What kind of god is the Raiden Shogun? Is no one else fighting the Vision Decree? Have you raised a formal objection?
Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
They might have. What kind of god is the reigning Shogun?
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But
Okay.
as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Is no one else fighting the
The issue
Vision
is
Hunt
this.
Decree?
For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others.
I kind of
Because
can
of
get
this,
that.
The attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
If there's always been a little bit of trouble between them, then they probably just...
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
That is a pretty important
To
question.
be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
Oh, that's a good one.
Paimon, that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
I kind of want one
The
too.
problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryo Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu.
It's only fair we save him too.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt.
I already know. So you're offloading the job to me, huh?
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Sure. Justice for that person. Okay, but I'm gonna slack off. I'm done with storytelling. For now, we're gonna do, let's see. What is something we can do that could be fun? I could do a little bit of the card game with the new deck now that I have Guro. Even after this a golden card, the first thing I did was get him as a golden card, of course. I think in here I had some games left. Oh, we also got a level up. Let's check out that level up as well. Boop. Wait, how? I don't think I get 600 tickets from delivering that one, right? Oh, it doesn't say me how much I get. Boop, boop. If I got 600 tickets, then I could have gotten Goro. 600 or 500. Wait, how much did I have? I think I had 300. I guess, not 600. Well, 650. I don't know how much I have. But there we go, we leveled up. And now we press D. No, not C. D for backpack. And switch for players. Oh, we have one right next to us. Or underneath us. No. Normally they show up with a symbol above their head, so they must be here somewhere. Oh, it's probably you who has a quest for us, but also has... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can't do it until I finish the quest, that's fine. We'll challenge this guy, the chef. I find your challenge. Ooh, and I can get his card. There we go. Guro, Ching, and... I forgot his name. 2 swords, I only need 1. The food might be nice if I get the right card. You know what? I'm gonna start with Guro. He's a good support character.
Prepare to move out.
If I manage to do my ability 2, I do extra damage. Ice, water, fire. I have Dendro, Electro, Geo. Oh, as you can see, the dice are now faster as well, which I set up. There we go. And I get this one. Now I deal extra damage, plus 1 extra Dio damage. Geo. Ah, I should have equipped the bow earlier. You know what, that's fine. Sword also needs 2 of the same thing. Gonna do discard. That way I can fast
Let's go gather
switch.
some samples.
And change... Actually, I'm gonna... nah, I'm not gonna reroll. I guess I'm gonna do a normal attack. Wait, is this only for Geo characters? Because then I'm gonna say go a little bit useless. Just a tiny bit. Wait. After playing a food event card, creates 1 basic element dice. Yeah, I don't have any use for 2 elemental dice, so I'm not gonna do that now. But next one I can do that. I also found out this normally says how many dice they have or how many... Oh, I think they have attacks they still have to go for. Okay, that's good. A lot of that... Oh, I removed the geode. It's okay. 1 electro. It's too bad that this one also doesn't blind.
Can't see.
No mercy.
I'm gonna go for a random element 1. Gonna play this card because these cards are really good for me. Okay, I already have you, so I can sacrifice you for a Dendro. I need 1 more Dendro so I can do my ultimate. This basically gives me a... This gives me a re-roll. I can do with 1 less bow, I guess. Because Kaching is gonna shine soon as well, so I'm gonna have her...
I hear everything.
There we go, and now we're gonna switch to Kaching. So, gonna switch to Kaching.
Let's go.
There we
Time
go.
is against us.
Oh, it's not my turn. Of course, it's not my turn. Boop. I hope I get enough electricity. But we're going to have to see. Okay, we do get some food, which is nice. Free food as well. Boop, boop, boop. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Take you out. I don't even have to equip my sword, it seems.
Must one day be paid.
Get that card. That's basically a free attack as a Ching. 7! Wait, am I allowed to revive people? Check objectives. Achieve victory with characters less defeated than twice. In 5 rounds. Okay, so I can... I don't know if I can, but... Let's switch to Guru.
Ready and waiting.
Okay, I cannot give food to Kaching anymore. That is a pretty big shame. I'm just gonna play this card. Just in the hopes of getting another Geode. Even though I probably could have used that card to sacrifice to get another Geode, but this works as well. The more fun way. 2-3 damage. Take her out.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
And there we go. An easy peasy win. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look in... If I'm gonna keep Guru. I'll probably make another deck, like a Geode deck specifically. Or have 2 Geodes in there. And I'll put Racer instead. Something like that. Adventure challenge. I can't duel because there's need to be a certain level for duels for some people. Ooh, that might be a really nice one to have. This one is good to have. Actually, all these cards are pretty good. One of your characters without maximum energy gains +1 energy. Active character prioritized. I'm gonna go for Kaching.
Let's finish this quickly.
Especially because I got that Electro thing. All of these are really bad. Get for Kaching. A little bit better. When your active character is Kaching, equip this card. After Kaching equips this card, immediately use Star Recognition. Once Kaching... Which one is Star Recognition again? Stellar Recognition. Yeah. This one is also really nice to have, however. I'm gonna pull 2 cards. I can sacrifice the food. So that I can then play this card. Wait, I can't. Only 2 damage? What if I do it normally? Also 2 damage. It's kind of useless. Oh well.
Speed of light.
Let's play it. I might get more out of it than I thought.
No escape.
When Kaching, who has the 3rd equipped, creates an Electro Elemental infuse, it will have a following effect. Oh, okay, so now this one deals 1 more damage.
Let's go gather some samples.
So now his Hydro comes up. And we'll infuse that one with Dendro. End of turn, I have nothing left. No dice. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do, if I get the... Yes. No, wait, I didn't. Ah. So what I could do... This one is 4. You know what? I'm gonna not use the bow. instead not use the bow. Turn you into you. Play this card.
Can't see?
And then right now, without having to pay, I can switch to Kaching. Just like this. And automatically attack. Boom! Now that's strategy. That's why I like Kaching. Easily switches in. Easily switches out. Place card and turn. Free attack is somewhat annoying. She's getting low. But that's why I equipped this card. Just so that I can... That's a nice card I got as well. I got some good cards out of this. Geode, okay. So what I can now easily do is play you. And play you. Give you food. And he activated and I got an extra random dice. And because I played that other card, I'm gonna play you as well. Because I played that first card, I can do a fast switch. So it doesn't cost me any turn. Do this. I should have played this card. Yeah, put it on the Geo character. I just don't have any cards left to play, so end turn. It looks a little bit die, but they have a total of 5 HP, which I have a total of 15, so I probably should be fine. The annoying part is that he heals. Okay, sword. I'm gonna use that sword on Kaching and fight with Kaching. Ooh. Never mind. Dendro might be a better choice. Ching has her ult. But if I put her in, then she might not survive. We're still gonna guess it. I think I'll be fine.
No excuse for slacking.
Ooh. Okay, 4 damage. Play the card. Grab one more Electro, so I'm gonna sacrifice this one. I need 4 for her. Fine, I'll play this card then. Give me the Electro. Give me at least 1 Electro. I was hoping not to. It didn't give me any Electro. It's fine.
Nowhere to hide.
Boom! 6 damage plus 4 on the other guy. He's gonna take out Kaching. But he won't be able to heal anymore. Because his support is out.
Go quietly.
Okay, he doesn't have any attack scripts and I don't have the points for it. I don't have cards either that I can play. It's a little bit dangerous. Because if I can't deal damage this round... I didn't know what that said, if he attacked first or not. If he gets attacked first, he might win this round. Okay, he doesn't. Perfect.
And Shroud.
I don't know how much damage he's gonna do on him because of the water. But okay. Nothing to worry. He's dead.
You can't run from death.
Easy peasy. Okay. Now for the biggest thing. The roll. The thing I've been waiting... Well, we have all been waiting for, but I hope. Rolls are always exciting. So we're gonna go to our usual spot. Venti's hands. Hup, hup. Slowly glide down. Climb the venti. And I overshot. That happens, I guess. Sit down. Okay, here we go. The 10 pool. Actually, let's check. How much do I have now? I forgot from last time. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and hydrate. Of course I'll hydrate. Hydration is always important. Thank you for the hydration. Let's see. Oh, 65. 70. So we are at 74 pools. Let's see. It is gold! And I think last time I lost my 50-50, which means... Oh, there we go. That's my 50-50. That means I got her, right?
I am
there
the
she is.
Arlecchino.
We got her,
Arlecchino.
Arlecchino.
Harbingers. The children of the House of the Hearth call me Father. I do hope our partnership proves to be a pleasant one. Although, I would imagine that should be fairly easy. After all,
she talks
there's no
for a long
cause
time.
for contention between us at the moment. Wouldn't you agree?
I'll agree. Now, we never know if we have multiple 5-stars. Like, some people get multiple 5-stars. It's insane to see. I don't think I have that luck. Nope. But still, I got her. Wait. For those who missed the stream, I'll make a screenshot. There we go. Nice. Should I also do a pull on her weapon? Because apparently she doesn't have a cool weapon. We'll do one pull. And it's gold. Oh. That will be something. Okay, let's see. Party setup. I can't do that in my current state because I'm standing on a statue. Party setup. I don't really have a good spear. I probably should... I don't need a fire character anymore. Well, I have her as my fire character now.
No need to fret.
Here she is. Yeah, she does get a little bit of a glow on it. But if you don't have her weapon, it's not going to be a scythe. Oh, you can fly around? That is cool. That is really cool. Let's see what weapon I have for her now. Yeah, I'm gonna make a weapon for her. I think I have I don't have the material for it, but we could check it out. Boop. That means that the rest of my Primo Gems I can save up for the other bandit that I really wanted. That comes out next month. And of course we have to try her in a fight as well. Actually, now I say that, let's probably level up her a little bit. We're already here, so let's really quickly check. I don't think I have the resources, because I use them to build stuff. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I don't have the materials yet, but I need 50. I don't have 50 for them. That's a shame.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
But we got another mission done. We're getting close to 30. If I'm 30, I guess I could get one of these. But I'll see by that time. That's the event. Let's for now give her for C. There. We'll give her sword or her spear. And I'll level it all up once I grind for the resources. There we go. What does she need? Oh, I have to start. Wait, how did I get these flowers? I'm not complaining.
Always.
Oop, 40. Oh, that's the new boss that came out. But I need to do quests for that before I can actually unlock it. Another blue pool. Oh, I also got another constellation for her. Pandora's duration is increased 40%. And of course I also have to do all those and her talents. Which are scrolls that I don't even know how to get. But it will all come in due time. Let's look up some hilly trolls. She will be underleveled for the hilly trolls, but definitely the weapon is also underleveled. I probably should level up the weapon a little bit. Weapons here. Detail. There, ascent. I normally don't really like ascending 3-star, 3-star weapons, but test out, so it's fine. And I don't really have any 4-star or 5-star weapons. Spears. Oh wait, now I just have to hold my basic attack and I can fly. That is still so amazing looking. And that makes it now that I have 3 5-stars, not counting the Traveler. Where's that hilly troll tomb? Oh, it's right over here.
Transfixed.
Okay. Even for an underleveled character. I'm 40, they're 44, my weapons are 40. I still feel like I do a decent amount of damage. Also, no artifacts equipped whatsoever. Thank you. I'm impressed. I'm happy with her. She's strong. Especially things like that. It just looks really cool. Okay, she can't really fly, but wait, can she go over the water like that? That will make water travel so much easier. She can. Until she runs out of stamina, and then that happens. First death put her instantly by drowning. Oh, this is nice. I'm really happy with it. Especially because it's also a fire character. Wait, can I?
Overruled.
I took out the birds. Timmy isn't here. He didn't see anything. With ease. Oop. Exciting. We'll find out how strong she is next time. I'll make sure to have a little bit of a better weapon. At least a 4-star weapon if I can. So I'll be grinding those rocks.
No wonder you're a master. Take your pick.
But yeah, with that, I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Let's see. Where's my deck? Yes. I'm going to call it a night for tonight. I had a lot of fun and we got lucky. We finished the game. We got the character we wanted. So yeah, so much happened this stream. I'll be back Tuesday. I'll have to plan something in, which I don't know what yet, but I'll plan something in. For now, I hope everybody has a beautiful day and a beautiful night. I'll be back Thursday and hope to see you all then again. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye.